Hello, this is today's technology news. The first item is Netflix and Amazon in the EU are supposed to be offering 20% local content. So that's 20% of what they offer to be from the EU, rather than it all mainly just being from the US. Um, that's fair enough, but I think that's probably a good idea. But it probably should be based on what people actually want rather than that, I would have thought. But if that's what people want, then that's fine. But if people don't want that, then it's not going to end up doing very well, is it? The next item is Twitter. They are People aren't happy with the 140 character limit. What Twitter are proposing as a solution to this is to not include things like links and pictures and when replying the @ symbol and the name, so things like that wouldn't be included as within the 140 character limit, so that should enable people to add more content to each tweet. Can't say that I've ever used Twitter, probably should. I don't see how it would benefit me, but I suppose there are a lot of famous people on there that say interesting things sometimes, so it might be good to join that. I don't think I've even got a username and password for it, but there you go, maybe that's something I'll look into. The next item is police have raided Google in France for not paying their share of taxes. Apparently they owe nearly $2 billion worth, so that's pretty bad. But France is not the only country that Google owe tax to, really. Although they're not actually doing anything illegal as such. That's sort of debatable. So in the UK, Google apparently owe a lot of tax as well, and it's not only Google, it's other companies like Starbucks and Amazon, mainly big US corporations. So we'll see what happens with that. I think in the UK they did pay a bit of tax, nowhere near what they apparently owe, so they might have to start doing that in other countries as well. And finally, Microsoft's Windows 10 upgrade trick. People are the dialog box that appears on your screen when you've got running Windows 7 or 8 is a bit misleading. People are thinking that if you press the cross in the top right, the red cross, that will cancel the upgrade, but it doesn't. There is a small link on the pop-up to cancel the scheduled update, but it's not as visible as the big button at the bottom to upgrade there and then. So that's pretty. I don't. Apparently, Microsoft are saying it's a recommended update, so that's why they're assuming that everyone wants them, because they say that people have configured their computer to accept recommended updates. So I think that's a bit of a con. I mean, if you don't want to update, then you shouldn't have to. It should be made clearer. So I'm just going to have a look at one of my Windows 7 computers and see what it looks like on there, because I haven't updated that yet, and I'm not sure whether I'm going to either. So I'm just starting this computer now, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. I don't know whether something is going to appear immediately or not. I expect it probably will. Okay, so I've just seen a tiny icon down here. Get Windows 10. So I'm just going to click on that. So this is the box that people are complaining about. So you would think that by just clicking on this this cross here, that would cancel it, but that isn't the case. You actually have to, well, it's telling you when the upgrade will happen, but this computer's not going to be on at that time anyway, so that's pointless. Then you've got the option to just accept the dialog box, press OK, which does exactly the same as clicking on the cross, and the other thing you can do is just upgrade straight away. And the way to cancel this is to click on this tiny link here and then click on cancel scheduled upgrade. And you can also, if you do want to upgrade, you can change the date and time that happens. So yeah, a bit cryptic, I suppose. I mean, most people just click on the red cross without reading what's on these dialog boxes when they pop up anyway. So I would have thought that the best thing to do is to, if they click on this box, then a message should appear saying, do you want to cancel the upgrade, yes or no? And I think that would be a better way of doing it, really. So that's it for now. Until next time.